Now, Freddy Fazbear actually has a war kink because in Fnaf 1, when you get stuffed after you lose, that's actually Freddy Fazbear eating you because he has a massive vor kink. Now, Bonnie the Bunny has a fart kink because when Chica the Kitchen eats pizza, she lets out the most gaseous, putrid farts. And Bonnie just loves them. He loves it when Chica the Kitchen lets out farts. Now, Chica the Kitchen has an inflation kink because when Chica the Kitchen eats pizza, she doesn't care that she's farting every 20 seconds. She just really loves pizza and she really loves getting fat. Now, Foxy, the Pirate Fox, has an mpreg kink because we have all seen that one gif of Freddy Fazbear and Foxy, and he's just getting fucked up the ass by Freddy Fazbear, and it's like Loki just going straight out through his mouth. Now the phone guy is on his money grind because he signed that contract in Day Shift at Freddy's. So basically, he doesn't have any life. And now he just has to make money for no fucking reason other than Fazbear Entertainment's greed. Now, Endo 01, he's just an asshole. Because I say he's an asshole. And I need no reason to call him an asshole because Endo 01 is a fucking asshole. Because fuck Endo 01. Because he's a little bitch. And I fucking hate him. And I'm rambling. Just like, because I fucking hate this dude named Endo 01. He reminds me of dudes named James, who are also assholes, who are just assholes, and Endo 01 is a fucking asshole. Now, Carl is actually King Von, because we all saw the FNAF movie. We all saw how he was moving during the FNAF movie. He was killing up everybody, so he's just King Von, right? So, now Golden Freddy, he's into voyeurism. Now, I say this because he's a cuck. And he reminds me of James. And dudes named James, they're all just cucks. And Golden Freddy is just a cuck because he reminds me of James. Now, Toy Freddy and Withered Bonnie are both into mpreg because Toy Freddy isn't actually really fat. You see, Toy Freddy and Withered Bonnie are actually in a secret relationship. And Withered Bonnie actually got Toy Freddy pregnant. And now Toy Freddy's expecting in a month or two now. Now, Toy Bonnie's actually a dominatrix because he takes so long to get out of your office, you get fucked over by Withered Foxy or the puppet. And basically, he's dominant and you're his little sub, right? So he forces you to get fucked by other dudes. So, he like holds you down and he gets you fucked by Withered Foxy or the marionette, and he's just, an asshole. And I'll low-key let him do it because he low-key a nice ass twink, and I want him to rail me. Now, Toy Chica definitely has a vor kink.
This is somewhere more private, so I can eat you.
Now, Mangle also has a vor kink. Because she did cause the bite of 87. And he seems like the type of person to like to do it. Now, the marionette and Lefty are actually into vor because Henry Emily, right, he made Lefty so he can support his daughter's kink and vor. So, because, she loves to be the one eaten. So, of course, he made Lefty to eat her. And Yeah. Now, JJ and Balloon Boy, they're both jail time. Because they're little kids, and I cannot talk about little kids. Because that's low-key kind of predatory and shit. And, like, I'm not named James, so I will not be talking about kids. Now, Withered Freddy, he's on a money grind because it just makes sense. Now, Withered Chica, she's actually a dominatrix because she is very scary and she knows it and she uses it to scare people into submission. And I kind of find that really hot, and I'll let her scare me into submission and be her little good boy and let her stick things up my boy hole. Now, Withered Foxy, he has a piss kink. Because Foxy, the Yiffy pirate, he spent a lot of time getting yiffed by dudes. And then he, like, got yiffed by a lot of dudes. Like, so much dudes, it's making me jealous. So basically, he got pissed on one of the times with one of the dudes. And he kind of liked it. And now that's kind of his main thing. He just really loves getting pissed on. I would know because I pissed on him myself. Now, Withered Golden Freddy has a piss kink. Because, look at him. He is in your office, sitting on the ground with his mouth wide open. You cannot not tell me that he doesn't like sitting on the ground and getting pissed on. Especially, he really, really loves drinking piss. Now, Shadow Bonnie, he also has a voyeurism kink. Because for the same reason as Golden Freddy here. You know, he's just sitting in your office, watching you. Not doing anything, so he's just a little cuck. Now, Shadow Freddy, he's just an asshole. Just because I feel like it. And no reason else. He's probably a nice guy. But I'm just going to call him an asshole. Now, Endo02 has a bondage kink because he goes into Prize Corner to take the marionette strings so he can tie himself up with the strings because he really loves being submissive and vulnerable. Now, Springtrap and Ballora have dominatrix kinks because Springtrap low-key loves getting dominated by Ballora because, as we all know, Ballora is a mommy and William Afton made it that way. So even in the state that William Afton is in, he still loves getting dominated by Ballora because it's the only thing that brings him joy in life other than killing people. But low key, I'm kind of agreeing with William Afton on this one because I'll let Ballora dominate me any day of the week. Because like low key, she can just breed me all she wants. She can use my tight little boy hole. Now, the Fnaf 3 phone guy has a foot fetish. Because what many people do not know is I'm actually the Fnaf 3 phone guy. And let me just tell you, I have a massive foot fetish. I mean, if like any mommy like Ballora or like hell, even Toy Bonnie, especially Toy Bonnie, were to step on me, I'll like let him control me. Like, I would be their submissive little slave just so I can get their stinky little feet. So I really love feet. Oh, yeah. Now, Phantom Balloon Boy is jail time because he's still a kid. Now, Phantom Mangle is actually into voyeurism because it makes sense, you know, because she's like outside your office, she is watching you, and like she's hoping she's catching you jerking off, but like she screams because you're not jerking off. You're in there all business as Michael Afton, and like she's just so distraught that she doesn't get to catch you jerking off. Now, Phantom Foxy is Crowbar. I don't need to explain it, because if you don't get this reference, you're low-key lame. Even though, like, pretty much everybody gets this reference. Now, Phantom Freddy and Phantom Chica both have pegging kinks. Because, you know, as I mentioned before, I was the Fnaf 3 phone guy, and I low-key watched it with my own eyes, and I admit, I may have touched myself to it, but, you know, that's a story for another day. Now, the Phantom Marionette actually has a fart kink, because, you know, when the Phantom Marionette gets all up in your face in FNAF 3, she's actually sniffing for your farts, because she really, really loves sniffing farts, and she knows you just ripped a fat fucking fart. So she, like, gets up all in your face and smells it, and she, like, really loves eye contact, too. And, like, it's just so low-key romantic. Now, Nightmare Freddy has a piss kink, right? Because in FNAF 4, he's waiting in your bed. So, and low-key, you know, you're a bedwetter, and, like, he's waiting for that juicy golden nectar, you know? Now, the Freddles, right? They're jail time because they're literally 3 babies. Now, Nightmare Bonnie and Nightmare Foxy both have an MPreg kink. Because, you know, Freddy has children that are the Freddles, right? And Nightmare Bonnie gets really, really jealous of Nightmare Freddy. So he hits up Nightmare Foxy and he says, hey, you want to get me pregnant? And Nightmare Foxy also loves MPreg. So he says yes. And, like, they're low-key now husband and husband, and they live a happy life, especially considering that Nightmare Foxy has that tongue. And so, like, all we know is that Nightmare Bonnie's super satisfied. Now, Nightmare Chica has a piss kink, right? Because she's a chicken, and it just makes sense. Now, Nightmare Carl, he has a vor kink, because I have a hunch. Now, Plush Trap obviously has a voyeurism kink, because, like, literally look at him. I mean, even in the picture, he's in the chair. So, it's low-key the cuck chair. I mean, so, like, it kind of explains itself. So, moral of the story, I really, really do not like people named James. Now, Nightmare Fredbear has a foot fetish because he's tall and he's yellow and he's a bear, so it just makes sense. Now, Nightmare is actually King Von because he is black. Now, actually, Nightmare Chica and Nightmare Bonnie both have piss kinks. Because they're literally piss theme animatronics. Why wouldn't they have piss kink? Now, Nightmare Mangle obviously has a voyeurism kink because she is watching from the closet. Now, I'm sure we're sick and tired of hearing this, but, you know, obviously Nightmare Balloon Boy is still a child, even those spike-ass teeth. He's still a child, so that is jail time. With that being said, I will not stop this running gag, because especially the James running gag, because, like, low-key, just people named James piss me off so fucking much. Like, I really wish we could, like, force all James to stop existing. Now, Night Marionette has a piss kink. Because look at that wide open mouth. Cannot tell me Night Marionette does not want to be used as a urinal. I would piss in Night Marionette's mouth.